Welcome back, everyone. Joining us this morning is Jim LaJoie. Now, Jim, you have come and joined us on the morning show for a variety of different causes and organizations, but today you're here representing yourself. You've written a book called Hi, Mom, It's Me, and there's an interesting backstory in this. Could you tell us a little bit about this book?
Yeah, absolutely. This book is really in memory of my mother. My mother had Alzheimer's for nearly 3 years. And during that time, there were a lot of lessons learned about how to cope with it, how to deal with it, how to shower her with love, and just the book examines that, but it's also many of the life lessons that I learned from my mom. My mom was really my best friend. She was someone I could talk to about anything, and she was always there for me. And this book serves as a reminder about the importance of family, about the importance of taking care of one another, and just sharing those life lessons.
You know, I think as more and more people, have aging parents and Alzheimer's becomes a bigger issue and we learn more about it, books like this are very important. If there's one thing that you could tell people briefly, what did you find was probably one of the most important things that you took away with that time with your mom in those 3-year periods?
Well, I think there were a number of things, but if I could, zero in on one, it's a disease, and they lose their ability to reason, they lose their ability to recognize you, but they're still human. They're still a human person, and there were many times where I would walk into the room and she didn't know my name, didn't know I was her son, but by the time I went over and held her hand and she would look at me, she knew that it was someone that loved and honored her and wanted to be with her. So that's the message I'd like to send to people who are struggling with that. It's interesting, this past weekend, I had a book signing at the TV6 Craft Show, and the number of people that I talked with that are struggling with, what do I say? What do I do? And my advice is, just be there with them. Hold their hand, talk with them, spend that time with them, because they know that you're there, and they know that there's a loving presence in their life.
Can feel the tissue tight coming already, and I have a sister who has Alzheimer's, so I understand what you are going through, what you went through. Now you've got some book signings and book readings that are coming up also in the upcoming week. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Sure. There's a book signing actually tonight at Brookridge Heights Assisted Living. I'm very honored. That's where my mom spent about the last 1.5 years of her life. That is from 6 to 7:30 tonight, so I'm very honored to do a reading there, as well as a signing, and we're going to serve chocolate cake in memory of my mother, because that was her favorite dessert. And then also on Saturday at St. Charles Winery in Marquette from 1 to 3, I'll also be doing a reading, as well as selling and signing copies of the book. So
well,
it's nice.
I thank you for being willing to open up, to other people and let them know that, the struggle, you're not alone. And other people have been there, and there are people that you can go to learn a little bit more about it too. So.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you, Jim. And your TV6 morning show, we'll be right back.